Well, with YouTube, it's weird because the revenue fluctuates wildly, but everything about it fluctuates wildly. Views, um, I think they tweak their algorithms often because from month to month, there are some things that just don't make any sense. I'll have a month where I get really high views and don't make that much as far as the revenue will be down. That's like, that doesn't make any sense because more views, more ads are being run. Within the next month, it'll be a down month as far as views. I'll make twice as much money as far as the AdSense revenue. Like, there's something really weird that's going on with YouTube, especially in the last year. This has really been in the last year. I've noticed it. The first couple of years, you could set your watch to it. I know exactly how many views I was going to get every month, how much money I was going to make. But this year, it's just a roller coaster.
I did notice something weird back in until May or so. My channel started dipping, but so did every single Linux channel. And now they've all started to pick back up again. And I have no idea what happened there, because my videos were the same as always. I'm guessing YouTube just stopped pushing them for a while. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, there was something weird going on around May into the summer, where it seemed like views were down. But oddly enough, it didn't touch revenue.
No, revenue was exactly the same. I had no idea what was going on.
Is there a problem in their reporting as far as counting the views? Maybe I don't know.
There have definitely been a few of those this year. I think it was a couple of days ago. I actually reported this to YouTube support. They gave me a nonsense answer because it's YouTube support. On that day, it said I had 12,000 views, which was more views than I had the entire past 2 days. I was like, okay, this obviously isn't right. I went and reported it to them, and they're like, oh yeah, sometimes our view counting is slightly delayed and doesn't show the accurate numbers. Like, this isn't slightly delayed. Your number's double what I normally have. It's fixed itself now.
If it was a day last week, I had the same thing happen.
Okay, yeah.
Recently?
Yeah.
Yep. Because I don't check my analytics like all the time. But I logged in and I noticed I had the biggest day in the history of my channel for views that day.
Yeah.
And I did not make a video. So that's really unusual. I didn't put out any new content. It was like, where in the hell did all these views come from?
Yeah, I was excited for a moment, and then I was like,
So I didn't have to email YouTube support because I already knew this is broken. As soon as I saw that number, it's like, that's not right.
Yeah. Because your number would have been more like, if mine was 12,000, yours would probably be in like 40 or 50,000.
Yeah, it told me I had 60 or 70,000 views that day. I was like, there's no way.
Hey, it's possible maybe one of your old videos just suddenly got boosted. Like, you have done a lot of videos that could obviously be boosted out of nowhere, like random things like an Arch install video, for example.
I do have videos that every now and then will all of a sudden jump up in views that I made a year or two ago, but that will be like all of a sudden 2,000-3,000 people watch that video in a day, not tens of thousands. Like, that would be very unusual. Because for that to happen, YouTube would have to be heavily pushing that onto people as far as suggestions, and why would they do that for me? Right?
Well, yeah, there's obviously a lot of people in the Linux sphere, but it is still kind of a tight niche. Like, I could list out most of the bigger channels that exist, even a lot of the really small channels, because there's really not many of them. There's more than there were when you started, but it's still fairly small.
Yep, I would agree. I would say I probably know most folks that do any kind of real Linux content, but because there's always new people cropping up, every now and then I'll come across somebody that's been making videos 6 months or a year, and maybe has a few thousand followers. For whatever reason, I hadn't stumbled across them